God damn it. I was gonna say, like, this dude should just go. It's like, come on, we have 3 people. I was actually tempted to just leave myself. Like, I'd rather just solo this than just have to fucking wait for this dude who's like, I'm gonna wait for like 5 hours for like every... Like, dude, just go. You know? Like, because I usually give it a minute. If it's been a minute and like no one else joins, I'm just like, you know what, fuck it, let's just go. Like, I have enough characters that I can work around whoever's. Okay, now we're all here. Just fucking queue. What the fuck's wrong with you, dude? Go. What the fuck? Oh, okay, maybe this guy's a complete fucking moron then. It's like, dude, just go. Yeah, seriously, like, it's like the dude. So maybe that's it. I was thinking that the guy was like just patiently waiting. No, I want to go. Everyone, I want to wait till everyone's here. No, it seems like what they did is they queued up and then just fucking left. Yeah, okay. Well, fuck this then. Yeah, I mean, it's just like, come on, man. Like, could you like not fucking do a co-op thing and then fucking leave? Like, who the fuck does that, right? Like, seriously, who the fuck queues up for something and he's like, you know what I'm gonna do? This is taking a while. I think I'll just leave, right? I'm gonna queue up. Yeah, that's kind of annoying. So now we're stuck in another fucking party of 3, waiting for more people to show up. I think the guy. I think this Patoncho was the guy who was here in the previous party. Like, him leaving before, I was like, oh, okay, well, he left too early, right? The guy should have been a little more patient. But then again, it's like, when you had the previous host who was just fucking retarded, I was like, hey, I'm just gonna... Actually, wait, let me just, let's have a healer. People are dumb. Also, Chaska works best with 3 Hatch elements. And so being chillin' is not great for her. It's not the end of the world. Like, the only difference is that it just turns her 3 elemental bullets into 2 elemental bullets. You know. Not super bad. Yeah, so it's not the end of the world, obviously. Having 1 less elemental bullet. But, like, there's no reason to... Darn, we were able to kill him. Oh, I think this will... Oh, wait, what the fuck? Oh, we pushed the phase! Oh, nice. Basically, what we did is we did too much damage that it didn't even do the sucking into his mouth phase. It's normally, like, I think they kind of expect you to be, like, at half health. For him to be, like, if he is, like, above 50% health. Actually, I don't know. I think I've been sucked in even before then. He was like, yeah. I think if you get him below 25% health, then he just actually skips the ad phase. Which is great. Saves us some time. Because I was thinking that he was so low health that we probably could have, he was so low health that we probably could have, by killing... So when you kill the ad inside him, he actually does take some damage. And I was thinking his health was low enough that the damage he would take from that, from killing the ad, would have killed him. So, oh, hey, it's Patoncho again. I see he's waiting for him. Yeah, he has 2 R's, which is weird because you think he'd be logged in already. Oh, no, there he is. Oh, I assumed that he had no name because he wasn't logged in yet. But like, no, he's clearly moving about. So. I mean, it's fine. Obviously, the mannequin is dog shit. I think. I don't know. I'm not even sure. Like, I don't even know how bad the mannequin is. Mannequin could be bad. Like, I just assume that the mannequin isn't good. Like, I don't think the mannequin has good damage. One, it doesn't have any constellations. So that's the thing. He doesn't have any constellations. I don't think he's as strong as a 5-star. So like, it'd be one thing. Because you could be like, oh. You know, you could argue, well, like 5-stars don't have to have constellations. Like, yeah, sure, they don't. But they also have, like, raw stats and a bunch of other passives and stuff like that. And I just don't know if the mannequin has... I don't think the mannequin has anything like that. I don't think they have talents. Like, they have talents. I don't think they have passives, I don't think. Oh, whoops. That's a DPS mode. Nice, we definitely fucked it up. No, I mean, like, the new Klee is good, I think. Well, I don't know. Actually, I don't know if good is the right word for it. But the Klee isn't terrible. And I think with the rework of their animations, so they're not as long as they are, it's definitely better. Now, obviously, she has the Hex and Circle buff, which we didn't get applied in this case, because we didn't have any Hex and Circle characters. So, like, realistically, rather than being the horse mannequin, if they were any character with a Hex and Circle buff, any Petch Element character with a Hex and Circle buff, like Fischl, like Razor, like any, just having those characters there to provide them with that buff would have been all that would be needed. Dude, Llama is a really shit. Dude, are you fucking kidding me? Like, Llama is not a great choice. Spaizu's, well, whatever, right? Like, Spaizu. He's a fine, he's whatever, right? He's a healer, he heals. then that's good. But the problem is that all of them, well, actually, no, Geo might have been fine. But the problem is we need to pop the constructs in the center of the arena during phase 2. During phase 2, we need to pop those constructs, and the only elements that can pop the constructs, well, basically, I think Dendro can't, Hydro can't, Electro obviously can't either. So, like, that's the problem, is you need elements that can actually pop those constructs, or else you're kind of fucked. That's the problem. Because, like, Fiorina can't pop him, Baizi can't pop him, so it's up to the two of us. Now, realistically, you should, yeah, exactly. Fiorina should stay in heal mode the entire time. It's just safer. God damn it, dude! Stop moving. Yeah, fuck. The problem is I lost some energy. Fuck, I went like right through him. I guess I aimed too low. Yeah, like, so the only people who could pop those constructs was the Wanderer and I. So I guess the tough thing is you have to be really careful. That's why when someone was like, I'm going to be Llama, it's like, dude, don't be Llama. Like, because that's why I swapped off for Colomina. Because so there definitely is some people, definitely are some people that don't pay attention to the fight. They're like, oh, well, this character is good. So, like, there are some people who care too much about party composition and not enough about the fight, which, like, it's generally good to care about party composition. Sure, yeah, it definitely helps. Please pick a party member. Please pick party members that synergize well with each other. You know, of course. But simultaneously, please also pick party members that go well with the fight. It's the same issue I had the other day where it was like, you know, please make sure that you, like against the freeze team fight, where it's like you have to be the freeze team. Like that's first and foremost. Be Cryo or Hydro first, then care about party composition, right? I care about which Cryo Hydro characters that pair well with your party, right? First, make sure you're only considering Cryo Hydro, then think about something else, right? And so, like, therein lies the problem with the fight we just did, Is it's just we have these people who are like, oh well, because obviously I was coming in with Colombina, so they're like, oh, maybe Llama then, and it's like, yeah, sure, Llama Colombina would be a good fight if all we care about was damage. But the problem is that when one of them's going to be like, when one of them is just going to be like, oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to I know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to pick this character because I like this character and, you know, this and that. It's like, well, yeah, but, like, you also have to make sure that, like, even when you're doing that, we have to be able to do constructs. Like, we have to be able to pop the constructs. So whatever you do, you still have to pick things that are that work well with that, right? Therein lies the rub. Where it's like you get some people who are like, nah, I'm not gonna care about that. And it's like, no, come on, man, you have to pay attention to that shit. Give it a little plant stuff here. Okay. So, yeah, it just becomes it's not like the hardest thing in the world, but you just gotta keep an eye. And there are honestly not that many fights where you really have to pay attention to what characters you're playing. But especially for the early fights, but definitely for the later ones, like obviously you have to be freeze team against the chess pieces, right? You have to have a freeze team because of the mechanics. And then for the Natland Dragon thing, what you really need is you need characters that can do a lot of elemental damage. But doesn't matter if they're strong at all. Just catalyst user would be fine because there are phases where you have to fill his gauge up like the other Natlan enemies, and the only way to do that is with elemental damage, and you get a bonus if it's a Natlan character doing elemental damage. So it's like either be a Natlan character, but even still, you kind of want to be a Natlan character that can do consistent elemental damage. So like Mavica is really good for that. Sitlolly is really good for that. And that's pretty much it. Okay, so we go to Leeway for the quest. And then for like the Wanderer thing, the only thing you really have to pay attention to is you need to be able to pop the constructs, so you can't be Electro, Dendro, or Hydro. So you need to have elements that are not that for the other ones. And Chaska is not really good because she can't aim her. And Chaska can't aim her. Her skill can't hit the constructs. Her skill doesn't target the constructs, so you can't use. Well, so Chaska's really bad. The only thing you can actually do is just do her normal charge shot, which isn't good. It takes too long and it doesn't do enough elemental damage. So it's not really good for popping the constructs when you have 4 to pop. Ganyu is amazing at this. Mavica is also good. Her fire raining down will pop the floating constructs in one go. So she's really good at that shit. So so there are some like caveats, right? Where you have to pay attention, and there's like a rule or two you just got to kind of be aware of. And for that one, it's like, yeah, just make sure you can pop. Just make sure you have 1 or 2 elements that can pop those constructs. Otherwise, you're kind of fucked, and you can't clear the fight. Same for like the freeze team. Make sure you have a freeze team so that you can freeze the king during his charge up, or else you're screwed again. So it's like all this kind of stuff that you just got to pay attention to, and at least be aware of, right? And as long as you're aware of it, that's fine, you know. But there are definitely fights like that where it's like Doctoria. I don't know. Doctoria doesn't really seem to have anything, but pretty much everyone like goes in with good team members, like, you know, not cry characters and stuff. So I'm just not sure. So we got those, nice. So there's five more days, 3 to this week, 2 next week, and then I'll have everything. I can stop caring as much, and I can just do the lazy. Because for this, you only have to log in 3 days, and then you can just like burn through a bunch of shit. Okay, cool. So then that, I want to make sure I get that done first before I leave. But yeah, so okay, and now wait. So yeah, like there are fights like that where you just kind of gotta, you really have to know the mechanics. So, but then there's also fights where it's like, where people like you see people on both ends, right? You see people who ignore the mechanics completely. You have people who ignore the mechanics completely and just focus on party comp, where they're like, oh, this character pairs well with these characters. It's like, yeah, but like the mechanic will make you shit. Like when that guy was trying to be Flynn's against the Freeze team fight, it's like, dude, you can only be Cryo and Hydro. If you are a non-Cryo or Hydro character, you run the risk of fucking over the entire party. So please, stop fucking around and pick a character that fits the group and also fits the requirements for the fight. And then simultaneously, you have the people who only pick characters that are good with fight mechanics, but have like no synergy at all with any of the other characters. Where it's like, oh, they want to be Cryo. Because I've had people want to be a Cryo character in a party when there's like, when we're not required to be Freeze, but they're like, oh, I want to be Skirk. And it's like, well, yeah, but like none of the rest of us in the party are Hydro or Cryo. Like you're just gonna do no damage. Like your damage will be significantly worse. So it's kind of like, it's kind of like, why are you trying to do that? So you have on both ends. You have like, yeah, technically Skirk will be fine because they are good at doing the mechanic of the fight, but there are a lot of other options you could have picked that actually synergize well with the remaining party members in your party. So you get selfish people like that who are like, oh, I want to be this character. Even though it's like, like they try to bring Kinich into the Natlan Dragon fight. And it's just like, dude, like, we have Mavaka and Sitlali and Shillanen, and then you want to bring in Kinich. And it's like, what? Like, you literally don't react with 2 of their elements. Like, you literally don't react with Geo or Cryo at all. The only thing you would react with is Mavaka to produce a burning, but it's like, who create a Burgeon, which is a burn, which is like, who gives a shit about that? It doesn't really do much damage. It's just like, why would you pick this character? Like, pick any pet element would be fine. Pick another Cryo, pick another Pyro, pick a Hydro, for fuck's sake. Like, you could be so many other characters, and you're just like, nah, I want to be Kinech. And you're just like, come on, man. Like, yes, well, technically it's fine for the fight. It's just like, you could, cooperate in this co-op thing you're trying to do, It is silly you just get people trying to fuck around like that. And you're just like, come on, man. Can you just not be selfish? If you want to be Kinech, it's fine. Just be Kinech by yourself with your other party, with your other belt characters. Like, if you want to be selfish like that, just do it solo.
2人とも久しぶりね。心配しないで。君たちも彼女を探しに来たのよね。失踪したのか？白術先生によると、この患者は彼の目の前に消えたそうなの。
Oh, I think it's Baiji is the one in Honkai Star, a little dragon girl.
突然消えちゃったのか？つまり、露光校の正体は誤報夜叉か仙人だって。それは違うよ。まさかリネが来てそいつを消した？リネってのはどこの？まあこの問題は一旦置いておいて、白術先生、先ほどこの患者。そうそう、 自分はすごい考古学者になって行けば一躍有名になれるような場所な。
消灯を編む屋台へ行ってみましょう。
消灯を作って。
リーユへの人はどうしようもない問題に直面した時、彼女はきっとその願いを消灯に書き込んで伝説の白馬の仙人に叶えてもらう。
Yeah, except she's being possessed by the White Horse Adeptus, so why would somebody being possessed by that pray to the gods? But it could be that maybe the girl inside understands that she is being possessed, and so she's using it to pray to her possessed spirit, perhaps.
その可能性は十。
もしかしたら。別に何も。
私の。
二人で一緒に見間違えるなんて。
Oh, interesting. Saw something. Okay, so presumably my guess is that they actually saw her disappear. Yeah, I was thinking that maybe it's because I started the quest, because like there's something here, but there's nothing below, or I don't think there's anything below this. Oh, actually there is. Is there something behind the waterfall? No. Okay, so I can't get actually behind the waterfall. Never mind. I was thinking, oh, maybe I can get underneath the water. But no. So it might be locked by the quest. I was thinking it was Chi-Chi, maybe. And so maybe it's like, oh, I'm doing the character quest, and I'm doing all the stuff with the pharmacy. Maybe she's locked until I finish it. And I guess I could have looked. Actually, no, I would have passed her on the way in, so I would have noticed her if I was... I guess I started the quest first. I would have had to have gone to the pharmacy first before the quest had unlocked. When it was telling me to wait 2 days. Maybe if I hadn't waited and gone because the quest wasn't active, I might have been able to see it.
パイモン、十分な忍耐力があれば、人を捕まえるのもイノシシを捕まえるのも大して変わらないってことに気づくはずよ。あまりキョロキョロしないで、まずは普通の観光客のふりをしましょう。でないと警戒されるかもしれないわ。
Ooh, I see a pile of gold coins.
観光客のふりをするならイエランは何か新年の願い事って
考えたことがなかったわ。
仕事のことはダメだぞ。今日はこいつを監視して、明日はあいつを尾行して。それはすごいけど、お前が疲れちゃうぞ。
君たち随分と
そりゃそうだぞ。
じゃあ旅に行こうかしら。
旅か？オイラたちの得意分野だぜ。
結構よ。君たちが関わった事件の記録は私の机の私にとって旅っていうのはどこか静かに。
お、バカンスってやつだな。バカンスか。そこはのんびりしてて賑やかだし、海が綺麗で可愛いアシャもいるぞ。機会があったら絶対。
Yeah, that is a pretty chill place. I mean, yeah, because that does sound like what she wants. A nice beach resort.
ありがとう。時間が。
よ、みんな。カイト。
偶然だな。ガミンも消灯。
祭りだからな。盛り上がりたいぜ。
気になるな。
言うのはちょっと恥ずかしいけど、まあいいか。だから十武劇を習いたいっていう弟子を探してるんだ。俺が直々に大げさだよ、パイモン。飯は一口ずつ食べ。
お前が直接教えるならたくさん人が来る。
はあ、知らないだろうけど体力もいるし、じゃなかったら神頼みまでしないって。
私、あんたの弟子になってあげる。
There she is.
さっき弟子を取りたいって言ってたよね。私が弟子になってあげるよ。どうか。
うわ、マジかよ。こんな
旅人、彼女が
ターゲットが現れた。おーい、もしもーし。
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, we haven't actually seen her in person. We, as players, saw her because of the flashback, but your character has only ever heard her talked about, maybe described, but like, but it'd be hard to definitively say, oh yeah, that's her from at a glance just from story alone.
お嬢さん、そんな大声出さな。
ガミ、少し下がって。この人は
どうし。
ちょっと、あんたたち何のつもり？なんで私を囲むの？
ロコウコウさん、危害を加えるつもりはないわ。ただ
近寄らないで。
落ち着いて。
それ以上近づいたら私。
Is she gonna Zhao disappear? Interesting. That's Issaroth's daughter for you.
おい、コアッパ。なぜ我のことが見えている？だからなんだ。さっさとどけ。巧妙の人間ごときが引用のことは己の運命を終わらせたくないのなら話は終わり。
近寄らないで。私は
とぼけるつもり？万民ど。
嘘。私が人を傷つ。
君は覚えていない？
もちろん。私。
じゃあ赤棒だ。
写真ってどうしたんだ？
状況はより複雑。彼女を連れ帰って詳しく連行して。
ショート？私変だな。あいつ
マジでめんどくせえ。
See, what I find like a little stupid is that Paimon knows what's going on. We both were speaking to Zhongli. We know that she's been possessed. Well, we don't know. We just had confirmation. But we suspect she's being possessed by the second deadly self of Zibai. So why would Paimon be like, what? She's has amnesia? How is that possible? We were told that she could be possessed. Like, why the fuck are you surprised that she might have lost her memory? You know? Clearly, a possessed person might not remember things when they're being possessed.
ガミ、焦るなよ。これ
適当なこと言ってんじゃねえよ。
ガミ。
説明するのもめんどくせえ。
おい、なんかあいつもちょっと変だぞ。なんだって。
Oh, I see.
なんでわかるの？
So a person. Okay, so never mind. That's why. I was thinking maybe because she used her power, right? Maybe because she used her power, the second deadly self kind of went into hibernation, and that's why she got her memory back. But it's not that. It's that it passed on to the next person, who also has a wish for an apprentice.
そうだったのか。ならガミを放っておくわけにはい。
昨月、なぜ龍雲は我らをいつも困らせるのであろうな。
帝君からリーウェ港で早めに見張りをするよう。
Yeah, people are bitching and moaning that these guys look too generic, but it's like, well, you realize these are supposed to be disguises. You know, these are supposed to be disguises for these two. So having them be like obviously ostentatious, so it'd be like that kind of defeats the purpose, right? They're supposed to be just sneaking in to see how humans are.
龍雲を怒らせ、このような偏僻な場所の担当になったのも当然のこと。
おお、昨月筑陽よ。清廉潔白を気取り、今や虫に侵されているというのに、お前は心を鉄のように。
それは違うな。我がそのような薄情者なら、結局のところ。
ようやく状況を見極められたようだな。思ったのだが、しばらくはおとなしく好機を待ち、龍雲が遠出した隙を見計らってあの豆腐には。
素晴らしい考えだ。
勘弁してくれよ、兄ちゃん。
逃げんな。そこで止まれ。
頼むよ兄ちゃん。俺たちは本当に重武撃なんてでき。
お前ら俺を舐めてんのか。習え。
おや、あの少年、以前
リーウェ港で銃部をしている少年だろ。
どれよ。
若者よ、何か困ったことでもあったの？
お二人さん、どうか助けてくれ。
あいつ無理やり俺たちをで。おや、困っているのは十部の
じいさんたちどいてくれ。
じいさんだと。俺
小僧、お前の十部劇は以前見てやったことが。
待て、李水。何か様子がおかしい。もう一度よく見てみるがよ。
ふん、なるほど。
厄介なことになったな。お前たちはもう行け。
おいじいさん、俺が狙ってまあ年は取ってるが。
I'm curious. I wonder if his eyes always have that ring around them, or if that's like they added that just for signs of him being possessed. He has like a little light ring around his pupil.
そのような言葉を聞くのは久しぶり。
まずはどんな妖魔が世間を騒がせて。
1000人。
おじけづいたの。
あの白馬マジパネ。1000人が2人揃ってY水10部隊に入りたいのかよ。
Yeah, that ring. I mean, maybe not. Maybe it's part of his normal design.
なんでついてきてんだよお前ら。
旅人タイム。
それはオイラたちも知ってるぞ。ガミンにと
白馬の1000人の死。
もしや帝君。
おいじいさん、何2人でこそこそ話してん。どっちだっていいぜ。師匠はだ。
大口を叩くな。
脆弱で浅はかな小物お前に何の関係がある。お前に自ら行動を起こさなきゃ。さもなくば恨みと怒りが我を。時の呪い。それ以上近づくな。これが最後の結。
Huh. Which one? Okay, so it's not like that Moon Carver. Maybe it's Mountain Shaper? Maybe it's Mountain Shaper. Or it could be... The thing is, there was that little bird. Like, when time froze, there was that little bird. So she could have just zipped into the bird instead. Oh, okay. So no, it's Mountain Shaper. Got it. Yeah, I was wondering if it was going to be... I was wondering if it was going to be one of them, or... Because, like, when time froze, there was that little tiny bird. And I'm like, was that just foreshadowing? But no, it's just going to be...
まずいぞ。利水定山神君の。
どういうことだ。
Maybe... Yeah, I was gonna say, like, maybe don't tell the entire story in front of Gaming, like... Okay, but it seems like even not possessed, he still has those rings around his eyes. So it's not something they added just to show that he's possessed.
我と李水の力量は互角。お前らは先に歌人のところへ向かってくれ。竜雲と高魔大聖もそこにいるはずだ。我はこの子。
Jeweled Rainbow, that's Ping, right? That's the old lady who gave us the Serena teapot, right?
前々から異変に備えて理由へあの忠志心。
白馬の仙人。たとえ違ったとしてもきっと何か深い。
帝君の今回の行動は久しぶりだな。
怪盗祭を祝してはい。
ピンバーヤ、今はそれどころじゃないんだ。
一体どうしたというのだ。李水が何か面倒ごと。 発火の罰だと？利水のやつめ。
おい、そこじゃないだろ。
白馬の仙人の失神か。たった一人でも利水に憑依し神地。
利水は修行が足りず油断もあったのだろう。だが我
さっきと言ってることが違うじゃないか。
では
考えるまでもない。わらわの豆腐の前で発火を植えておるのだろ
そうであれば特に危険はないだろう。このまま様子を見るのは
う。昨月よ、思うにお前の真意は別のところにあるのではないか。だが三種は人の邪欲から生まれたもの。生き物の体と神地に影響を及ぼすのは必然。
我が処理しよう。以前
待つのだ高馬大聖。お前が行けば戦いになるのは明らか。わらわが思う帝君は出立前、中止神がリーユエ港にいることを知っていながら、それを我々には伝えず、帝君からすればこの件は波。
そうじゃな。中止神七は他人に憑依しているとはいえ悪事を。
そういえば我はあの指針から強大な怨念を感じた。
この身の記憶。白馬の仙人。
目下帝君がおらぬゆえ、過去のことを知りたければあやつに尋ねる。
Yeah, like I'm wondering if she's mad at her punishment, right? Like, does she feel unjustly punished? Which, I mean, to be fair, it does kind of suck that she gets punished for protecting the people she was tasked to protect. But I don't know if she does feel rage against the unjustness, or if there was something else going on at the time that she's like, oh shit, I wasn't able to help. Like, she could be mad at herself, right? She could be mad that she wasn't able to help enough, rather than being mad at the people who punished her.
じゃあ時間の呪いってのは。
おそらく
我も高馬大聖と
山奥に古くから住む民が白馬の仙人を時の娘とみなしているという時の
娘。
時間は全てのものに平等というわけではない。
じゃあ
わらわに一つ考えがある。お前の話では指針七は刺激を受けるとならば、わらわたちは遠くから道を封じる。これまでの話だとあやつはお前に憑依するしかなくなる。だがお前はつまりその時お前にはあやつを
家中の栗を拾うようなも。
そうだぞ。それはちょっと危険って。
Actually, honestly, that's kind of what I was thinking was going to happen. Is that at some point after poking her enough, she would then possess us, and then we could have like a discourse with her in our mind, or at least be able to like keep. Because if she possesses her, like if she possesses us, right, then we now can transport her wherever we want, assuming we don't get affected. So we could just, walk back to Rex Lapis and be like, "Hey, I got her. She's in me. Where are the other deadly selves? Let's combine them."
とりあえずオイラの願いはそんなんじゃないぞ。
No, all Paimon's wishes are food related.
もなく適当なこと。みな、なぜ旅人はこの中止神の影響を受けずにいられるのか。
そうか。前に
旅人よ。もしかするとナドくらいでの旅はお前に新たな月神、そしてあの白馬の仙人も。
I mean, I assume we don't possess them. Actually, no, yeah, I guess we don't possess the Moon Mirror before. Because we had the Moon Mirror of the Frost Moon Scion. And wait, which ones did Doctoria have? Doctoria, I think he had the Fire one. He had the Scarlet Moon one. Did he have the Frost Moon Scion one? Or was that still in possession? I think that was still in possession by Columbina. I think Columbina might have merged with it. So, but regardless, I think the Frost Moon. Actually, were we in possession of the Frost Moon one, or were we in possession of the third one? Because Arlecchino had the Fire one, because that was most in sync with her. But then there were two others. The Frost Moon one is the one we got first, but we might have given that back, or maybe we gave the non-Frost Moon one back to Columbina, and we kept the Frost Moon one. But then obviously we used it to create the path, and then all three of them got captured. All three of the Moon Mirrors got captured along with Columbina, but Columbina was able to escape. The Moon Marrows tried to go away. Doctor was only able to capture 2 of them. One, I'm 100% sure, was the red one. I just can't remember which of the other 2 he had. Did he have the Frost Moon one in his little device, or did he have the non-Frost Moon one?
なるほど。
コーマ体制。
我はずっと考えていた。
So like, I'm kind of curious if we still have the Moon Marrow,
帝君はなぜ
or
詳細を話さず
or did the Frost Moon one merge with Columbina
察しがつく。
or escape with Columbina and on our ascension? Like, I'm curious, are the other Moon Marrows still around, right? Like, so Columbina kind of became the Tri-Lune goddess, right? Did she reabsorb the 3 Moon Marrow? Or are the Moon Marrow still out and about? You know? Are they still in the world somewhere? I can't remember if they ever really showed what happened to them after we beat Doctor.
帝君はもとよりこの剣を旅人に託す気でいたのだ。我は帝君を信じている。
皆この方法によし、時は待ってくれぬ。李水のやつが
I see. When they said abode, I assumed it was her home, like over here, not her actual. I'm curious. Is it going to be riddled with mint? It'd be pretty funny. Okay, darn. I was kind of hoping like this entire place would be full of mint, but no, it seems like not. Yeah, like now it's here. But like it would have been funny if like when we're gliding in, they actually had put mint like everywhere. Like the entire surface of this whole mountaintop would have been covered in mint. That would have been hilarious.
1万株植え終えたら龍雲の奥蔵さんは八花山に改名だ。そうなった時龍雲の顔が
李水長さん
師匠が
龍雲、これは彼の本意では。
これがあいつ。
パイモン。
ごめん、李水長さん。
はやつめ各自持ち場につけ。
気をつけろ。
もういおやお前か。ちょっと待て。こわっぱめできる。うわあの女つけやがりよって。我の宣言に手を出そうものならあやつの調理そう簡単には譲らぬぞ。
金髪の子は越えてはならない一線を何度ももう我慢の限界だ。お前は自分がどういう禁忌に手を出そう。この身の過去についてお前は何も知らない。警告まだわからないとは。お前いいだろう。そこまで死に急ぐ。さあその決心を見せてもらおう。時の呪いとこの身の記憶を持って答えてやる。
Oh, cool. So we're going to learn a little bit more about her.
「死を望む者よ、我の前に来い。我の牢獄、我の牢屋。
I mean, it's a pretty nice prison.
我はただ紫伯の体に宿った彼女の魂が砕け散った時共に消えるはずだが、時を司るあの方が皇天より降り立ち、その死の瞬間、我はそれゆえにこの世にとどまり続けている。お前は一体何者だ。彼女の存在を知っているだけでなく助け あの方の力が我にまとわりついている。それは恩恵であり、同時に牢獄でもある。いや、我はただ、そしてその人間の少女の目を通して、我は変わらぬ清らかさで輝く。あそこは石棒台というのか。後世の者たちが新しく建てたものか。まさか昔の出来事が世に痕跡を残していたのか。それは紫伯の魂の根源に刻まれた最も深い思い出だが、この思い出こそが我を絶え間なく苛み続け、お前は一介の人間の身でありながら禁忌を探りに来た。その胸の内に秘めているのが思慮深さなのか、あるいは好みを縛る呪いの制御を解く。全力で逃げるといい。見よ、じきに来る壮大なる歳月の流れ。人間よ、我はこの果てで待っている。失敗した時
Wait,
は
what?
我と
I thought we'd have to run into it, not away from it. Oh, whoops, I think I'm fucked.
「本当にお前がたどり着けるとは思わなかった。そうだな。我が間違っお前の願いに応える時が来た。さあ、行こう。
So presumably now it's going to be telling us. Seems going to have some similar imagery. Oh, all 3 moons. Interesting. Is that what they looked like back in the day?
Ne, 父様と母様は？ほら、月の優しい神様に願い事して。見て、紫伯様が降りてきたわ。へえ、
紫伯様すごいの？
もちろん。紫伯様は栗や豆、キビや稲の育て方、製紙や布の織り方に麻と衣の作り方、採掘や鍛造、家や銅の作り方を教えてくれた。社は土地、食は穀物って意味なんだって。紫伯様は私たちを守ってくれる社食神なのよ。
紫伯様はもう帰っちゃうの？
大丈夫よ。新しい年が始まったらまた来てくれるから。
Is that just one of the moons? So presumably this is the time when the 2 of the 3 moons were destroyed.
きっと来てくれるさ。僕たち
の社食心なんだから。
Oh shit, and this is when the pillar rained down on the chasm. Fucked it up.
私たち見捨てられたんだ。アビスに侵された場所は全て浄化が必要。老館も例外じゃない。
Let's make a question of like, yeah, like, because this obviously happened ages ago, right? Even before Conria. So then it's like, well, how did they get corrupted, right? This had to have been before Conria. Because the moons were up there, right? And the moons were destroyed. So I guess maybe there was some portion of corruption, the corruption that happened when this would have been during Nibelung's return. But like nothing about that place seemed to be corrupt, so why were they destroying it? Now maybe it was something beneath the ground, right? Because the pillar we did find that pillar underground in the chasm. So the question is, was the pillar trying to destroy something underground? And that's where the corruption was, and unfortunately this city just happened to be above that.
よくやった。
And then there's the false moon.
今お前は全てを知った。我の胸を締め付け、我を縛り付ける思い出を。我が国だけではない。愛する者たち、もし尽きぬ薪となれるのなら、火柱を巻き上げ、天に大穴を開けてやれるものを。あの時は天地を揺るがす戦いが起きていた。その戦の残骸が不吉な力を帯びて、天より老館へと降ってきたのだ。
Oh, I see. So it might not have been trying to go after anything underground, but just in the shattering of the moons, right? It could be that the parts of the moon rained down. Well, it wouldn't be surprising if before the firmament went up, parts of the moon fell down to the earth. Then they put up the firmament, separating the remains. The rest of the moon remains into space, but then they threw down pillars on any location where fragments of the moon had rained down, fearing corruption by Nibelung. Would make sense. A place that was, seemingly directly under where the moons were, and we even saw the moons get destroyed in the sky above them, so it wouldn't be crazy for portions of the moon to have rained down before the firmament went up.
それは皇天が排除しなければならぬ汚れだが、せめてもう少し時間があれば。もっとだが全員を生かすことができなかった。もう少しでも時間。安らぎを得られる日が来るとは今この瞬間。我が胸の中の裏。
Okay, so she was mad at herself then. I was kind of curious what she was mad at. Was she mad at the people who punished her, or mad at herself for not being able to save her people, and was mad at herself.
凡人よ、紫伯を蘇らせたいのなら、だが覚えておけ。その瞬間から、老館の以前言った通り、我は紫伯の船体にあった一筋の汚れの木であり、彼女の恨みと憤りが今、お前が彼女の残った魂を持っていくことは、我が枷を解き放つことでもある。今度は我が願いに応えてくれるのか。 そうだな。我いつか誰かが空に向かって戦旗を掲げる時が来たら、その戦旗に
Ooh, is this foreshadowing? Because presumably that's what Snezhnaya is doing. Snezhnaya is accumulating the Archon Gnosis to fight against the heavens. I believe that that's what they're doing. I believe that that's the reason why they're getting the Gnosis is because they need enough power to fight against the heavenly principles. So is this foreshadowing that? Is her name going to be on that banner?
時は来た。さあ、持ってゆく。長きにわたり神道に固く縛られし名月あり、月し塵に光いで熱き空を覆う暗雲破る。
そう簡単には譲らぬぞ。我はああ、お前か。おお、見事な発火の庭だ。しかしここは龍雲の洞府だ。奴はそういったことを好まない。早々に立ち去るとしよう。見つかったらかばいきれぬぞ。お前ではないのか。ならばまさか削減。何？
利水が正常に戻ったみたいだね。
はや、一瞬だったな。
我らがそう感じただけだ。旅人にとっては。
わらわの方法は効果。
具合の悪いところはないか。
解決してよかったね。
解決とは何のことだ。まさか。
利水定山神君よ。そろそろこの発火について話。
先ほどの出来事について案ずるな。詮索するつもりはない。今お前が見せたその表情と同じものを時折
あいつにひどいことされたのか。お前が大丈夫ならいい。他のことは。
そういう理由ならお前との付き合いを通じて秘密を知ることで危険が伴うというのなら、お前一人に背負わせるわけにはいかない。
It's not bad. It's like, yeah, sure, it's whatever, right? Like, I mean, it sucks, right? Like, it definitely does suck that, like, how screwed over the people got, right? Like, the people living on Teva, it's not their fault that there was this war, right? This war was being fought by basically heavenly entities. Nibelung and the heavenly principles were at war with each other. And realistically speaking, to be fair, the people of Teva are non-natives, right? It's only the dragon people that are actually natives to this planet. I believe that all the native Teva, like all the people who currently live on Teva, came from beyond the skies. So, I think it was even just the normal people, not just like the gods and shit, but with the gods came the normal people, and so the humanoids are basically not native. So it's like, yeah, it sucks, but it's like, you sure the people of Langon got screwed over, but they got screwed over by the gods, and the gods were the ones who brought them here in the first place, right? So it's like, you could argue, it's like, I'm sorry, but it's your gods who fucked you over, right? Like, it's one thing if other gods fucked you over, and it's like, oh man, that's truly not your fault. Then it's like, it's the other gods are just assholes. But it's like, it's your own god, and it's like, yeah, well, if you're gonna worship your god, you're gonna follow your god. If they fuck you over, it's like that's not really much you can say about that. Like,
おう、そうだぞ。一人じゃ大きいスライムは食べきれないけど、友達をまああげる
it's not even that bad too. It's just like, nah, it's
ス
just
ライムを食べてくれる
the people, the ancient people got screwed over.
聞いてくれるやつならたくさんいるだろ。
リーユエがまだ存在すらしなかった。
白馬の仙人が大昔の国の守り神だったなんてな。
帝君が我らにこの剣の異彩を伝えなかったのは、お前と同じことを懸念されたからだろう。時々考えることがある。それまで帝君から何も連絡がないなら、
勝利の方もうまくいくといいな。
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and call it here, but thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time. Later today, I'm going to be popping on the Enfield and basically redoing my entire factory, so that will be fun. So watch. Anyway, yeah, have a nice day. Bye.
not other tables, only attachments? There was more tables that were being deleted from. Yeah, okay, so they are 10 tables, right? Mm-hmm. The only thing we have is attachment from SD instance. No, there is a lot of SD. Backup is being recorded for instance that's looking right. So anything, so all 10 people are going to have potentially deleted records